A few days ago, I tried a new recipe, a new cake recipe, and I was inspired by Helen Goh, who wrote the book Baking and the Meaning of Life. And the book was actually a present from my husband, so he benefits from it. I have done a recipe from her before, and that was the ginger beer and chocolate cake, which was absolutely beautiful, fully recommended. But today, I want to talk about the cake I made, which was the Breton butter cake. It was apple and prune in the middle of the cake. It was beautiful. This cake was quite interesting because it was a cross between a cake batter and a cookie dough. The cake was quite yellow because in the cake is 4 egg yolks. It was very buttery, beautiful. I wasn't able to show you the cake because the cake has now been totally demolished, eaten within a few days. It's taken 4 days to eat the whole cake, just by me and my husband, nobody else. Very greedy. I'm going to show you a few clips how the cake was constructed. In the middle of the cake there was the apple and prune compote. With this, I basically stewed the components, which was water, some cinnamon, 1 apple and 100 grams of prunes. Then I stewed for 10 minutes. I then put that compote into the fridge for 10-15 minutes to cool down. While the compote was cooling, I made the dough. The dough was then separated in half. I used a round baking tin with a loose bottom. I put half the mixture of the cake mixture in with a spatula. I went into one of the tips in the book specifies that once you put the batter into the tin, the cake mixture, it goes into the freezer for 20 minutes. Then it comes out and then you put the compote on top, leaving a centimetre away from the edges, and that's for a reason. Then it goes back in the freezer for 20 minutes, and then it comes back out and you put the rest of the mixture. And then you glaze it with an egg yolk, and then do a score pattern, whatever pattern you want on top. The reason why you do the freezing bits in between, sounds a bit faffy, but there's a good reason, is when you put the batter down, you don't want it to be tacky when you put the compote on. You want everything to be all cool. That way, there's no sticking the compote, mixing the dough with the compote. It just goes on really nice application. Together, really nice and clean. The fruit compote adds a lovely layer of natural sweetness and fibre. Prunes are particularly known for their fibre content, and apples contain pectin, which is a soluble fibre, so it feeds the microbiome in your digestive tract. Once you've mastered the method, you can experiment with the different components of the compote. So perhaps next time I would try, I like apricots, I could stew my apricots, and if I wanted a bit of a twist to that as well, I would probably add maybe a bit of brandy, or some people may not want anything, just the it could be apple and apricot. You could also swap the prunes, swap out and have figs or dates. And again, it's what is in your kitchen cupboards at that time. The book also suggests if you don't want to make your own compote, you could just put a nice thick jam in the middle. So to my thinking, it would be more like a bakewell tart then, but without the pastry. Cake bakes into a beautiful golden cake. It's crisp, slightly crisp to bite, but really soft inside. Beautiful texture, the whole cake. It's not a sponge. So the correct title for this cake in the book is called A Breton Butter Cake with Apple and Prune. And the book is this book. It's not a sponsor, it's not being gifted. Well, it has been gifted, but by my husband. So I would recommend going through this. If you would like to see me actually create the ginger beer and chocolate cake sometime in the future, let me know. It's very easy to do. I hope you've enjoyed today's session. It's short and brief, Let me know in the comments if you tried this cake or make your own adaptations. Please subscribe and see you at the next video.